Here is the front cover page of my music magazine. It is based on the indie genre, and this is easily recognised by the name of my magazine. It was originally called Idiosyncratic, but I disliked how the word looked on my cover and found it wasn't as aesthetically pleasing as a shorter name. Indie is short and catchy, and also looks in place on the page. The masthead is the largest text on the page, and this is a coding convention of magazine front covers. It is all in lowercase to give off a cool and edgy vibe, but the downloaded font from dafont.com is striking, which means it would be easily recognisable on the shelves. The rectangle shape behind the masthead helps it to stand out more on the page, as the low opacity means the colours from the background image appear less vibrant. There is a tagline beneath the masthead, which is usual of a front cover page, and gives the reader information about what this magazine intends to be in the market, which is in this case Britain's essential music mag. In a smaller font below the tagline is the web address. This is smaller so it is more subtle, but still included on there as it is a coding convention. The main image is slightly overlapping the masthead, but so the masthead can still be read, which is a coding convention of magazine covers. The photo is a medium close-up, and she has a direct mode of address, which is a coding convention of main images on cover pages. She is holding a microphone, which suggests she is a singer, and also links to the main cover line, which is positioned at the bottom of the image. The cover line has two different sized texts, which immediately lead the reader to read the words London Calling first, as that is the largest of the two sizes. This grabs the audience's attention straight away, and then when they read the smaller part of the cover line, it will intrigue them and make them purchase this magazine. The main cover line challenges the codes and conventions that are typical of a magazine cover, as it has been put inside a rectangle-shaped box. However, I have done this to make the text stand out and be more readable against the busy check shirt she is wearing. The next dominant thing on my cover page is the Jake Bugg Special section. The shape overlaps the main image, which challenges the codes and conventions of the main image being the main part of the cover page. There is a smaller image included here, which is sometimes something featured on a front cover page. The white text stands out against the blue background, which will catch people's attention. Also, using buzzwords is a coding convention usual of a magazine front cover. Here I have used the word special to grab the reader's attention. More buzzwords have been used for the banner across the bottom of the page. A banner is a coding convention of a magazine front cover, and on my cover it gives extra information about what can be found inside the magazine. Plus has been used here as the buzzword to grab the reader's attention, and this has also been done as it is an exclamative. I have added a puff to my cover which uses the buzzword exclusive, and the bulging text effect I have used makes it stand out even more on the page, as well as being a sticker-styled puff. The issue information on a magazine front cover is usually small and discreet, and this is one way in which I have challenged the codes and conventions of a real magazine. As this would be the first edition, I have made the size of the price font larger than it would usually be, as this needs to be advertised to readers of this new magazine. The size of the barcode is also larger than usual, however this is something I would change if I was to do it again. Originally, I had the cover lines on both the left and the right side of my page in a different font. However, I thought this looked messy on the page, and so have laid it out differently. I created a rectangle shape similar to the one behind the masthead and the main cover line to draw each feature together, and then I sized the cover lines appropriately to fit in the shape and look in place. Placing my cover lines inside a shape and not having them on either side of the page is one of the ways my front cover challenges the forms and conventions of a real magazine. I have used red and blue for the colour of my cover lines, and this links in with the background on my cover, creating a cohesive house style. The music magazines I looked at had plain coloured backgrounds. However, I used a Union Jack flag as the background for my front cover. I have challenged the forms and conventions of a real magazine front cover by doing this. However, I think it looks effective as it ties it together and all the colours on the page link. Also, it links with the positioning statement, Britain's essential music mag. I've put a skyline at the top of my front cover page. This is one way my media product uses the forms and conventions of a magazine, as a skyline is something commonly found on front cover pages. I think it is effective as it draws in the reader's interest, as lots of bands are being shown on the skyline that are inside the magazine. And if none of the cover lines are about bands that are to the reader's tastes, the bands on the skyline may interest them more and generate more buyers.